Princess Anne will not return to royal duties for the foreseeable future after 5-night stay in hospital. Princess Anne will not be making a return to royal duties for the foreseeable future after being discharged from hospital, it has been claimed. The Princess Royal was dismissed from the Southmead Hospital in Bristol after a 5-night stay, to be treated for minor injuries and concussion. Speaking to GB News, former BBC Royal Correspondent Michael Cole revealed that Anne chose not to be pictured as she left the hospital with her husband Vice Admiral Sir Tim Laurence. After suffering injuries consistent with being kicked or head-butted by a horse on Sunday evening, Cole affirmed that recovering from a concussion is no minor matter. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Cole explained, this is why she had the 5-night stay at Southmead Trauma Centre in Bristol. The princess chose not to be pictured as she left hospital. Her husband, Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Laurence, issued a very fulsome praise for the staff and gave a thank you to them at the hospital. Revealing when the princess may be returning to her engagements after having to postpone some recently due to the incident, Cole revealed that she will not be back in work until the foreseeable future. Cole told GB News, what is known is that the princess will not be returning to royal duties, which she is a very keen pursuer of such, for the foreseeable future. She was supposed to be going to Canada this weekend. This week she was supposed to have been in Scotland, but obviously she's not going to do any of that until the doctors sign her off and say that she's back fit and ready to discharge her duties. Praising Princess Anne's work ethic, Cole reassured that the King's sister is the hardest working royal out of the senior monarchy, and not carrying out duties will be the last thing she wants to do. Cole added, all we can do is wish her well, and I'm sure she'll have her family around her telling her to take it easy. But knowing her, that's the last thing she wants to do. When asked by host Tom Harwood how the royal family will cope without 2 working royals and the King continuing more stripped-back engagements, Cole recalled how Princess Anne predicted the strain it may cause. Cole noted, who foresaw this? Nobody other than the Princess Royal, because before the coronation, she did a lengthy interview with CBC. And she called in question, quite robustly, her brother's statement that he wanted a slimmed-down monarchy. She said, how are we going to do it? There's not enough of us anyway. She was referencing the fact that Queen had died, Prince Philip had died, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were off in California, and then Prince Andrew. In further praise of the princess, Cole concluded, she's top of the royal pops. She does more engagements than anybody, and that includes the King. And she's immensely popular because of that. She's very much her father's daughter, she's robust in her speech and everything she does. But people like that, they warm to it. And she recognizes that 4-letter word duty, and has always discharged her own. Hospital staff who have treated Princess Anne have revealed the only 3 members of the royal family she will listen to in order to make her behave. Medics waiting on the Princess Royal's every move at Aberdeen Royal Infirmary when she sustained a chest infection in 2016 recalled that, in Anne fashion, she constantly wanted to get up and go home. It was only when key members of the princess's inner circle were drafted in that she was able to take their sage advice in hand, but once she went home, nurses were handed a generous thank you gift. One nurse said, she wasn't a good patient. She thought she wasn't really ill and constantly wanted to get up and go home. The best advice is to keep her husband, Sir Tim Laurence, or one of the children, Peter Phillips and Zara Tyndall, on hand, the medical worker told the Mail. They're the only people who can tell her to behave. Once she was home, she was generous with thank you notes, flowers and a charitable donation. It will come as no surprise, then, that the first family member spotted rushing to Princess Anne's side after she suffered minor head injuries and concussion from an impact from a horse's head or legs on Sunday was Sir Tim. Yesterday, The former Royal Navy officer was seen paying his wife of 32 years a visit in hospital after her equine run-in late on June 23 on the pair's Gatcombe Park estate in Gloucestershire. Just after midday on Tuesday, Sir Tim arrived at nearby Bristol's Southmead Hospital, where the royal couple shared lunch together as Anne stepped up her recovery. The Princess Royal's husband could be seen stepping out of a navy blue Range Rover wearing beige chinos, a blue shirt and a navy blazer as he walked past members of the public outside the hospital. Buses were waiting outside the building as he and his security detail parked up, and patients, visitors and hospital staff were milling around on the pavement.